Good morning, RNESU. This is part of the training series on Edmentum, and our learning target today off the learning scale is I can describe what the student-facing view is for Edmentum, and in this little short presentation, you will kind of understand about what it's like to take an assessment on Edmentum from the student's point of view. So here we go. So first off, we'll start with the login. How do students log in? Uh, it- the Once you type in the Edmentum link, it'll prompt you to your account, username, password. I would ignore all of that. You have to sign in via Google your RNESU account. That's what links and binds everything together. So it's very important that you and your students log in via Google. What does the student navigation look like? I feel like it's very user friendly. It's easy. It's not overwhelming after you log in, and it prompts you to take the test right away. And they are center forward the test that you have remaining, and it'll pick up if you have to stop and pick up where you left off. You will be able to take the test from that point. And on the left hand part of the screen is where you would have your learning path and study things on Study Island and whatnot. And there are 6 available tools. But first, we're going to start off with exact path and collecting our data for intervention purposes. Now the items. After you click on a test, let's say you clicked on the math test, and this would be the first question that pops up. And just to note that we screenshotted this for training purposes only. It is the property of Edmentum. In the math, I took the math for grade 2, and it was about 39 questions long. And this was the first question that popped up. Some of the questions varied. They were some were just this one is out of 3. Some were drag items. Some were in multiple choice. They did vary through the whole thing. And it did take a while to get through all 39 items, so that is something to consider as we're administering this assessment. And my colleague Laura King did the reading items, and she wrote the next couple of slides. But each question is presented on one screen, very much like the math. And there were 40 items in the reading assessment. And you can I'll have a copy of this slideshow in the learning scale, so you can go back to it at any time. I have only 5 minutes to do this. This is a sample reading item. And as you can see, there were 40 items in the reading, as I mentioned before. This is one as well, as you can see. And then there is the ELA as well, which probably will be a little bit more like the math with drag and drop, multiple choice, and whatnot. There were 40 items in that assessment as well. All right, so that ends this part of the training. Thank you so much.